Okay, it's been a while since I've done a comic review video, and the reason why I haven't been able to do a comic review video is because I've been making other types of videos that basically they make a little
Now available in paperback and e-readers, Esteemed Season of the Witch Girl. The aspiring angel takes on a wicked teenage witch in this action-packed, all-new Esteemed series adventure. Pick up your copy of Esteemed Season of the Witch Girl in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers today.
Okay, it's been a while since I've done a comic review video, and the reason why I haven't been able to do comic review videos is because, one, I'm still in the middle of recovery for my heart attack, and I've been going to rehab for that and going to doctor appointments for that. And two, I'm not able to make as much content. Basically, these days, I can't make as much content like I used to. I used to make 14 videos a week, but these days I can barely make 7 or 8 videos a week at best. Usually it's about 7, but I haven't had the time to, put in for comic review videos because I've been working on those things. And I've also been working on different stories behind the scenes. And right now I'm in the middle of writing a story for the Isis character that's set in 1910. And I'm trying to get all the details right for that story that's set in 1910. No Woman is an Island. And that story's just it's been a lot of fun. I've been finding my groove once again with the Isis character, and I have been busy with that, and that's what I've been focused on. So I really haven't had the time to do those comic review videos like I love doing. Now, I really love and enjoy doing comic review videos. I love letting people know about the books that I pick up from many comic creators who I consider to be friends. And one of those creators is Corey Hardiman, who has been doing a fantastic job on the Sister Mercy series, a great series that I highly recommend you pick up. And one of the books that he does, in addition to Sister Mercy, is a spin-off book that's called Hope and Sin, which revolves around these two characters. One is Cardinal, who is the sin, and Hope, who basically is the daughter of a Whoopi Goldberg-looking character. And basically, she's the nun who's the Hope. And I've had this book for a while, but I really could not go out here and give it a proper review because it's a little spicy. And with it being a tad spicy, really couldn't go out here and show a lot of this book because it's too hot for YouTube. But I wanted to do a review because Corey, again, does a fantastic job, and I want more people to know about his work. I want more people to know about his comics. And Hope and Sin's latest issue was a fantastic book all around that continues to delve into the background and further build the world of the Sister Mercy universe. I mean, it delves into this dark apocalypse, which is filled with so much sin. But I really, again, I had to hold back on this book. I've had this book for about 2 months after I got out of the hospital. I had this book for about 3 months, and I wasn't able to get to it because I just, again, had so much going on in my life. But I really wanted to share this book as much as I can because, again, can't really show too much of this book because it's a little too hot for YouTube. And since it's a little hot for YouTube, again, this one's gonna be really short as related to me doing a review for it. And it's gonna be short because, again, this is a family channel. And while I like my comics that are rated R for nudity and violence, this one, basically, I can't even show much as related to the first couple of pages because it's a little too hot. I mean, it's a little too hot as related to the action going on. So, we can't show that right there. But we can show what happens afterward, which is the blonde who was a part of this book that said that the Cardinal basically, again, wants to, have out here for a little bit of fun as related to getting some steam off. the blonde she's trying to, again, have for fun, wants to go out here and get her revenge on the Cardinal for killing her husband. And we find out what happens to this woman and what happens to her. It's just not really good at all. Again, can't really show too much because this is a family channel. And again, this book, this whole sequence, there's a lot of sequences in here that are extremely R-rated. And again, we get taken into the whole situation with her confrontation with Sister Mercy, which happened a couple of issues ago, and finally find the fate of this blonde. And again, can't show too much because this book is really hot and again, hot and steamy as related to the sapphic action. So can't really show too much, but I can tell you that Corey does a fantastic job of further building this world in Sister Mercy's dark apocalyptic future. Does a really fantastic job. And again, he's one of those writers, if I was working at Marvel Comics right now as editor-in-chief, he's one of those guys who I would quickly be putting in a message to Facebook to say, hey, you want to write Marvel's supernatural characters like Ghost Rider and Moon Knight? This is the guy I go out here and hire because he's a perfect fit for those characters. I mean, he's a really solid storyteller, and this book, Hope and Sin, further builds a dark world with very fascinating characters. Now, people say, oh, Hollywood, again, with the girl bosses out here is not really doing well, but this guy really makes the best, some of the best female characters I have seen in comics, really multi-dimensional, really well developed. And again, Hope and Sin shows us a world where, again, we have Sister Mercy, who reminds me a little bit of Buffy, but the Cardinal reminds me of Faith. And we've got Kendra basically in Hope. So basically a lot of great characters all around, really well-developed characters, well-developed story, and one that I really, really enjoyed. And again, I really recommend you pick up Hope and Sin the next time Corey has a Kickstarter, and you possibly will be able to pick up this book and others that he has when he does the next Kickstarter. He did Sister Mercy 11 just recently, and possibly he's going to do a Hope and Sin number 4 or 5, but I hope you pick it up. And when he does the Kickstarters, but again, Hope and Sin, really solid book all around, even though it's a little spicy. That's my only nitpick, because I like buying these books, but they just are too spicy for me to put on YouTube as related to their community guidelines, so I can only show just smidges of the book. But again, that's Corey's style, again, well, I'd love to see things be a bit more PG-13 so I can share these books. Now, Kiss the Lotus Blossom, again, was really spicy, and I couldn't show much of that book because of all the nudity and stuff like that. But even though these books are rated R, they're really solid all around, and solid all around as related to the storytelling, and you will not be disappointed with Hope and Sin. They are going to give you hope as related to the comic book industry and all the brilliant talent that's out there producing quality work on the indie market. Now, I myself have my own comic on the SJS Direct imprint, John Haynes at Death's Door, and you can get that comic on Lulu.com right now in a paper copy for the same price as it was on the 2022 Kickstarter. And you can pick up the books of the SJS Direct 2025 catalog, such as John Haynes' A Thorn in My Side, or Esteem Season of the Witch Girl, which has a great Bill Walko cover, which is a homage to Spider-Man 39, or you can pick up my latest novel, Spinsterella Goth Girl Summer, which is the third book in the Spinsterella series, which showcases Matilda going on vacation in Los Angeles in the year 2000. All three of these books are available on Amazon.com, and they're also available at other online booksellers like Draft to Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And you can also find them at Barnes & Noble and other online booksellers. And if you want to see me continue to support great independent comic creators like Corey Hardiman and many other great creators like Nick Capone and the people at Bad Bug Publishing and people like Janice Denny and people like Josh Blaylock. Again, I buy a lot of great independent comics out here from companies like Obscura Comics, and I try to get the word out about those comics so that people can find these great books and share them with their friends and basically help these creators stay in the marketplace, basically help all these great indie creators. Again, I'll put the comics up here that I go out here and put pledges in for. Again, showing you how many independent comic creators I go out here and support. And you can help me support those great independent comic creators and help me pick up their books and continue to support their work by dropping a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App by clicking the link in the description box. And that's all I have to say for this comic review video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback and e-readers, Esteem Horror in the Hamptons. The aspiring angel tries to escape a house of horrors in this action-packed, all-new Esteem series adventure. Get your copy of Esteem Horror in the Hamptons in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, Dark Incubus. The goddess next door gets enthralled in a romantic entanglement with an evil incubus in this all-new Isis series adventure. Get your copy of Isis, Dark Incubus in paperback and e-readers today. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.